Hello Tarot Tube. It is August 1st, 2022. I am celebrating Llamas today, and whenever you see this video, wherever you are, I hope you are having a good day. I was meant to go to the beach today, but it's raining, so I'm making a video instead. But I'm still wearing sort of my beachy top and kind of wishing I was there. Anyway, the video today is about Fomo decks. And if you don't know what Fomo is, somehow, it means the fear of missing out. And this tag was meant to be about when you buy things because you're afraid of not buying them, that they're going to be gone forever and you'll miss them. So yeah, I was tagged in this by Antoinette. Thank you, Antoinette, for tagging me, and I'm sorry it took me 3 weeks to answer. I guess that's good, sort of. Anyway, on to the questions. So the first question is, what triggers FOMO? So what triggers FOMO for me is when I find out that there is a deck. Usually it's not going to happen with a mass market deck. Usually it's going to be an independent deck. And what happens is I will see someone that I respect who is very enthusiastic about the deck, and they're either doing a walkthrough or they're telling you about a Kickstarter or something that they, Indiegogo, something that they know about, and the clock is ticking on that. That is the worst trigger for me. And sometimes it gets me into trouble because I can get caught up in the enthusiasm of the person making the video and forget that maybe I like them, but we don't have all of these the same tastes. So yeah, that can get you into trouble. That gets me into trouble. The other thing that gets me into FOMO trouble is when I find out that someone is going to be doing some kind of educational activity or a community participation, something that's going to involve a particular deck at a particular time. So if I find out that that is going to happen and I think, oh my gosh, I want to be sitting down with that deck on Saturday afternoon with all these other people scattered around, you know, the US or Canada or the world even, doing this thing. It makes me feel very connected and very attached. And so that will also trigger FOMO for me. Okay. Number 2, what FOMO deck purchases do I regret? Okay, I guess I should have been 100% prepared for this, but I can think of 2 right off the top of my head. Okay, this is a mass market deck. Yes, the Tarot of Vampires. So people really kind of go crazy for this deck. And this is one that I got simply so I could have it in hand and walk through it at the same time that I knew somebody else was going to be working with it online. That was Lisa Papez. Sorry, Lisa, I am outing you on that one. I do regret it. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use this. I have this Oracle deck, which I really like and use. So yeah, that may have been a mistake. Another one was Annabelle Wynn. Let's see if I can put my hands on that. Sorry, as I walk away, bang the camera and walk away, you can look at my shelves. I'll be right back. Right. Okay, so this one already made it into my little area of things that I was thinking about giving away, and now it has fully graduated. Now, this is Annabelle Wynn, who I hugely respect and admire, and she did a blog, an Instagram post on this. It's called the Ostinato Oracle, and it's an independently produced and printed deck. It was rather expensive and not even the best product. Like, I'm trying to get it out of the bag and it hardly comes out. And I'm a musician, so I thought, oh, Ostinato Oracle, oh my goodness, I have to get this. And it's just cute as a button, right? But you know what? The meanings that they gave the cards, they don't jive with me. And even the terminology, it's like, I don't know. Yeah. It's a time signature, and the key word is time. And never mind. I'm not going to go crazy with this. I'm simply going to say, no, that was a mistake. I do regret it. It was an expensive mistake, and I just have to remember these things, that people like Benabel, when okay, you know, there are just a lot of people, you know them, they get decks, people just send them decks, send them decks, and they'll review them, and I kind of forget, no, does it work for me? So yeah, yes, I have regrets, mass market as well as independent regrets. Oh, by the way, this hair blowing back, like I said, I'm not at the beach, that's the fan. It's hot, and yeah. Okay, how do I set limits to my purchases? Well, I do have a budget, and I have, actually, if you can believe this, I have a separate account that I put money that I use for my hobbies, sort of my fun money account, and when it's gone, it's gone, right? So I'll put a certain amount of money in there for a certain length of time, and you know, I just have to keep my eye on it, and when it's gone, it's gone. So I do need a cooling off period so I don't make silly mistakes. So I do try to put things on my wish list for a while, but sometimes it gets away from me. Mostly it's because I'm afraid that it's going to go away. I haven't really learned the lesson that something can be on Kickstarter and I'm still going to be able to buy it after the Kickstarter campaign is over, and that it might not be worth saving $5 if I'm making a, you know, like a snap decision and not really thinking through how it's going to fit into my collection and how I'm going to use it. How many decks do I have? I should be able to answer that question. I can't, not exactly. But here's what I'm going to say. As a round number, I would believe that I have 100 decks, a little over 100, and that they are 60% Oracle and 40% Tarot at this point. And okay, I'm not counting my playing cards. All right, and so let's throw another 10 playing card and Lenormand decks in there. Yeah, I think that's roughly accurate. How many decks do I need? None, I think, is the answer. I don't need any of them. I mean, I want them. I enjoy them very much. Do I need them? Like I need water, like I need clothing, like I need love, like I need peace, like I need good health? No, I don't need any of them. I've been around for a long time, you know, like see the wrinkles and everything. Yeah, this is a tool. It's a tool, and if somebody took these tools away, I would find another tool somehow. Yeah, that's the truth. What is a positive purchase from Fomo? Yeah, I should have thought about this. Ooh, there are some. Okay, this is an easy one. All right, a positive purchase from Fomo, and I show it to you right now. So, when the Augenblick stuff, when she announced, I'm done, this is it, you either buy it now or you don't get it, I hit that button, baby. I got the Tarot, I got the Oracle, I got the Lenormand, and put it in this cute little bag because it didn't really have anything. And I got the Lenormand. And I don't even know how to read Lenormand, although I'm taking a class in August. So I'm pretty excited about that. Right, I do not regret this at all. Nope, I don't. I feel like when a creator says to you, this is it, I'm not doing this anymore, if you like their stuff, yeah, go ahead and get it. Right, so there's one I don't regret. 3 Fomo decks in one purchase, no regrets. The most expensive purchase I've ever made, I believe, getting those 3 decks in one go. All right. What are my thoughts on the state of FOMO in the community? All right, here are my thoughts. I think that COVID played a huge, huge part in the FOMO phenomena in our community. I think we all are tempted by retail therapy. You know, you acquire something new, you buy something, you get this adrenaline hit. It really does feel good. It feels good when you purchase it. It's exciting while you're waiting for it to come in the mail, and you know, you get another adrenaline hit when you get it. And if you are on TarotTube, if you're a creator, or you know, you're on Instagram or whatever, it feels really great. I've got this new deck. I'm going to do a spread. I'm going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to post it. I'm going to show off to everybody that I've got this thing and share this. It feels good. It just feels good. And I feel like during COVID, the things that we could do to reach out and connect with like-minded folks was limited, severely limited. And it continue, you know, it's not over yet. I think we're still dealing with it. People are still getting sick. You know, a lot of us have sort of resumed our lives, but it doesn't look the same. Work doesn't look the same. Socializing doesn't look the same. And I think that I think the community did over-purchase, I suppose you could say, during this period, and I think it was understandable, and I don't think any of us needs to feel bad about it. Would I have acquired over 100 decks in a 2-year period in another phase of my life? Probably not, and I don't believe that the next 2 years, like let's say I don't let go of any of these decks, let's say I hang on to all of them and another 2 years pass and somebody says, how many decks do you have? I don't think the answer is going to be 200. I think that things are going to change, and you know, we have to sort of make some decisions, and they're personal, really personal decisions about use, you know, how we're using our decks and how often we feel like we need to touch and hold and use a deck for it to be a part of our collection or library or whatever you call it. I mean, honestly, I don't care. I don't understand the semantics of this. Like, call it whatever you like. But you know, like I have things sitting here, and it's like if you look in the top far corner, you'll see the decks that are more esoteric. I have some to study and so that I can understand. And you know, it's one thing to watch a video or read a paper or a book. It's something else entirely to hold the card in your hand and to let it interact with other cards and to read it. So I do have some decks like that I think of as study decks that I would simply never reach for it to do an actual reading for myself or someone else, unless somebody specifically requested, I really want a reading with the Marseille. Okay, I know how to do that. I could do it, but I would pick it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so that's, I wandered off topic. Sorry about that. I do that. Yeah, so that's me and FOMO. FOMO is real. FOMO has always been real for me. My other passion is gardening. And, you know, I really have to watch it. I can go to a garden center and spend way too much money on things I literally have no place to put them. You know, it's like, what do we want? Plants. Where will we put them? We don't know. You know, but, oh my gosh, it's a such and such. I need to have it. Yeah, and I've had people come over to visit and they're like, oh, you've got a real collector's garden. And it is. They got a lot of different kinds of plants, but I love them. They're my friends. Yeah, and I don't feel bad about the number of decks that I have. I feel completely fine with it. And at this point, I feel like FOMO has kind of been my friend in a way, because I've built up a really good library, a really good resource. Almost anything I want to delve into, I could probably put my hands on something to work with to do that. And some of that was because of FOMO, because somebody else was enthusiastic, because there was a course that I was taking, and I got something that I probably just wouldn't have picked out if I was just sitting around saying, well, I've got two decks on nature and one on flowers, and you know, I wouldn't have gotten there with some kind of rational thinking it through. My spreadsheet says I've got gaps, and yes, I have a spreadsheet, but yeah, I feel like FOMO is kind of okay. How about that? Because if you balance it with what your real resources are, like I'd have no debt. I got zero debt. So I never get myself into trouble because I don't allow debt. And that's a good thing. But yeah, there have been moments when it was like, all right, I'm gonna just have a sandwich for dinner tonight because I kind of spent too much money in other areas. But you know, it all balances out, and I don't really have any super regrets. Like these decks, this Ostinato deck, I'll sell it to somebody, and I'll get it out of the house somewhere. So yeah, that's me and FOMO. We're at peace. We're frenemies. Okay, thanks for tagging me. Sorry it took me so long to do it. And be well, everybody. Find something to make you smile. Bye.